everyone. Welcome back to this A350 cockpit of Etihad Airways. We are now going to fly today after this brief layover from JFK back to Abu Dhabi. And together with my first officer Rashid and our relief crew Holger and Mohammed, I want to welcome you on board. My name is Sanjay, and we have already completed our cockpit preparation in accordance with our procedures. We have done few checklists already to make sure for this flight, to make sure everything is already prepared, ready. We are waiting for the last few passengers to board, and we'll now be doing our briefing very soon. So we do our emergency briefing first and then some thread-based briefing, and as we do that, why don't you join us and observe what we do?
Sure.
So Rashid, have you checked the FMS?
Yeah, I've looked into the box. I'm happy with everything. We discussed a few things throughout the way of the preparation.
Yeah.
So I'm ready.
Okay, excellent. So should we do the emergency brief first?
Let's go.
Okay, so runway news today is 13 right. Any failure before V1 of 172, I'll call stop off go. If the call is stop, I'll simultaneously apply max reverse, max braking, bring the aircraft to a stop. Set the parking brake. lined up, and we had already received instructions for departure clearance that after departure we are to climb on heading 155. So if you see over here, the standard departure out of New York is to climb on heading 139, but it initially gave us a heading of 155, which is more towards in this direction. Once we got airborne, then we again took a left turn towards the track.
Welcome back now also for us as a relief crew. We took over. Captain Sanjay and First Officer Rashid are now having their rest. Now me and Mohammed are taking care of the aircraft. Our duties on the relief crew is now to monitor the flight progress. So after the North Atlantic we had landfall in Ireland. And then we flew over Manchester. Now we are just about to approach Amsterdam. So our remaining flight time to Abu Dhabi is going to be roughly 6 hours. We monitor our routing. Today goes after Amsterdam to Germany, just north of Frankfurt. So it's a little bit far away from my hometown Schifferstadt, and then we continue over the eastern part of Europe, over Turkey, Iran to Abu Dhabi. As I said, that will take us 6 hours. Now we are monitoring the aircraft systems periodically, like mainly the engines. If we see a trend, for example, an increased fuel consumption, which is not the case today. Later on, as our aircraft rate decreases due to the fuel consumption, we are planning a step climb from at the moment 37,000 feet to later on 39,000 feet. Mohammed, what are you doing at the moment?
So at the moment I'm tracking the flight by keeping the ATC communication and checking the flight progress, as Captain Holger mentioned, by checking the fuel burn and the fuel on board, and as well checking if the timing gets matching for what we're having. And if there is any change in the flight, if we are changing, for example, the flight levels or directing to any waypoints as well, I keep checking the progress of the flight plan, if it's matching or we're going to reach ahead or behind the timing. And as well by the checking the fuel on board and fuel burning, that could lead us to take our attention to many cases if we are expecting to have a fuel leak or any cases like that. So this is the main points of the flight plan.
And obviously during the cruise we constantly run scenarios, as in what if we would have a sick passenger, or what would if we would have an engine failure, that we are constantly updating ourselves about potential alternate aerodromes, like Amsterdam at the moment, later on Frankfurt. So depending on the severity, we would have different criteria, suitability of the aerodrome, depending on the nature of the abnormal or emergency. Yeah, so 6 hours to go. From our weather forecast, we can see that we might experience some turbulence just when we enter Turkey, but nothing severe. So we are expecting a smooth ride basically to Abu Dhabi.
Terminal go for that, 2 Freeman 30, contact right, 135955.
This was all 370 is final.
Tuesday Society, Airline 30, contact right, 135955.
Airline 1359055, good night.
And with your 1441, will you go ahead?
Affirm, sir, passing to 39.
Express 5 Whiskey, contact right, 132340, connect.
Etihad 1 Bravo Quebec.
Etihad 1257.
Clear, ma'am. Etihad 47 November, approved aviation to the right, and when clear after that, proceed direct Lima Alpha Mike.
Weather deviation approved when cleared direct Lima Alpha Mike Etihad 47 November. Highly memno.
Tehran, good evening, runner 427, passing 212, climb level 240. Runner 427, hello, identify 240, final level. Just climb level 300.
Welcome back. At this point of time, we are cruising in the Iranian airspace, expecting our descent anytime. We have prepared the cockpit, done all our setups, and about to commence our briefing for landing into Abu Dhabi, runway 31 left. So join us for the briefing this time, and we hope to take you through the whole process step by step. Ashad, have you checked the FMS?
Yeah, I've checked the box, the whole setup, and we discussed a few things throughout the preparation. So I'm happy with it.
So as we discussed previously, aircraft status has been checked. We have checked the NOTAMs. We've checked the weather, received the weather. The arrival is set for ILS runway 31 left. And the latest ATIS has been obtained.
Checked.
Yep. What are the threats you think we have today?
I think it's a long flight, so we might be rushing to land, or some tiredness. I'm well rested, and I hope that you had a good rest as well.
Yes.
Other than that, it's energy management and some constraints over the Tehran FIR boundary. So they might let us descend early. We already anticipated that by setting a constraint over Orsar. Other than that, it's standard Abu Dhabi, and we mentioned the NOTAMs, and the ATIS mentions a glide path interference, and to be expecting that. So ILS glass path, possible signal fluctuation.
Yeah, and also the GPS loss while you were there.
Correct, and we are expecting a very short taxi, and we'll need a 5 minutes engine cool down period.
Check.
So not to rush into the gate and shut down the engine before.
Yeah. So, so from my side, yes, GPS loss or interference, we'll deal with it as it happens. If required, we'll declare that to the air traffic control. A glide path fluctuation, if that happens in the arrival, I think the good countermeasure is it's cab okay. Most likely we can see the runway. We can convert it into a visual approach. I'll ask you for, I'll take the autopilot off, take the flight directives off, and fly down visually. What about ATC? What do you think? So we already have we already have the hotspots on the way during the descent in the transition. To avoid that, we have requested to keep a higher level 390. It also helps us save some fuel. Yeah.
And as we said, some energy management, they might give us a big shortcut.
Sure. So a shortcut energy management could be required, and so we will, if required, we can ask for additional track miles and ask for heading adjustment, and probably we could end up, doesn't happen very often, but if we need to use the glide slope interception from above, we can discuss that outside the TPC brief. Yeah. What about fuel? What do you think?
Fuel, we managed to save up a lot of fuel, and we have up to 30 minutes, I believe, of extra fuel to...
Our minimum diversion fuel is 5.5, so let's call it at 6.5. We can start discussing if you need to commit to Abu Dhabi and stay there.
I agree.
We have the other runway also available, which we can ask them to open it for us. What else?
I think we mentioned most of the points so far. As mentioned before, all the constraints in the arrival chart and the approach chart and the go-around procedure are all correct in the box.
Okay. So, considering the energy management part, so as long as we are roughly about 15 miles downwind, 4,500, reducing speed to green dot, I'm happy to accept a base turn, and we should be fine. We should be mindful of the ATC clearances, that we make sure that we clear it with them, that it is unrestricted descent.
I agree.
Yeah? And so just make sure that you adhere to the normal SOPs. Anytime you see any deviations, standard calls, and as I encouraged you earlier, if I'm not doing what you expect me to do,
I agree.
Right to
likewise. We work as a
but
team.
if you see the situation developing, just be assertive at any point of time and tell me what you think needs to happen.
Thanks.
The other threat, which I think is the visual changing right now, we're going from day into night, getting into the approach over there, and also to be mindful that on the runway, as per the OMC briefing, there is the displacement of runway markings and the touchdown zone aiming point markings. So we'll just be mindful of that during our arrival. So.
I understood all of the mentioned points.
Can you give me a summary of what you understood?
Sure, we anticipated the early descent in Tehran FIR. As mentioned, we put a constraint and a fixum to remind us, and we already requested to stay high with the coordination of the UAE. And as an energy management, we said we'll keep an eye on the profile, and in case of need of intercepting the glide path from above, we'll talk about it later.
So
and I agree with you, within 50 miles, if the speed is okay and the altitude, we're happy with the window, we can accept a base turn. We'll discuss that, and if we both feel comfortable. If not, as a countermeasure, you said we can always ask for more track miles.
Okay, so the plan is use maximum automation, descend as per ATC instructions.
Accept the higher level for you because he has a busy environment. We're ready descent to flight level 270 to be over 20 miles prior OSA.
Okay, descent 270 when ready to be 20 miles before ORSA level 270, Etihad 47 November.
Alira?
Etihad 53 Sierra, we're ready descent to flight level.
So we confirm it's 18 plus 2, that's 20, Alira. Altitude at 270.
Confirm.
Insert.
Okay, so going back to the plan,
Checked.
270 when ready. Thereafter, we'll reinsert 270 so we can get a cruise phase one more time. Descend as per ATC instructions, making sure that we have a clear understanding. On the base turn, 4,500 feet, reducing to green dot speed, we can expect a final turn.
Sure.
If there are speed control, our stabilization limit is 500. Otherwise, it's 1,000. We'll ensure of that. And we'll be landing with flaps 3, idle reverse, using BTV to exit on Echo 6.
Roger.
Yeah, I'll keep the BTV
You want to do
working.
a config 3, right?
Yeah, config.
So I confirm.
Yeah, please.
Config 3.
Thanks for picking that up.
Sure.
And we've already discussed the fuel gates. And just a reminder that during the missed approach, it's 210 knots is the maximum speed.
Checked.
And we can review the missed approach actions later on
I agree.
as well.
Roger.
Okay?
Happy.
I'll
Questions?
remind you that missed approach actions closer to when we have a small moment.
Once we're sure about the
So
runway,
missed approach is straight ahead to WebEx, which is simple enough.
Checked.
And that's it. Anything you want to add?
Yes, just for awareness, MSA today in Abu Dhabi is very low, 2,400. So that's it. That's worth mentioning.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm happy. No questions.
Thank you.
Good.
Speed VS minus 700. Alt, Glasgow, block blue. Alt, land trigger. Speed VS minus 500. Check.
And it's Etihad 47 November, established localizer 31 left.
Etihad 47 November, contact Abu Dhabi Tower, South 419, decimal 2 green.
19-2, Etihad 47 November, good night. Assalamu alaikum, Etihad 47 November, heavy established 31 left, Alice.
Salam, Etihad 47 November, heavy, Tower South, 994, continue approach, 31 left.
Continue approach 31 left, QNH 994, Etihad 47 November.
On the glide slope, go around 4,000 set. Cross checked.
And the gear down, please.
$2,500.
8 miles, reducing 160.
Checked.
Stabilization limit 500.
Checked. One more flaps.
Flaps 3.
Speed is checked. Flaps 3.
Landing checklist.
Cabin ready. Started earlier, yeah. Checked. Cabin crew.
Advised.
Auto thrust.
Speed.
Auto brake.
BTV blue.
And runway condition.
Dry 6.
Landing checklist completed.
Thank you.
Clearance to come.
Check. Echo 4 and follow grease Etihad 301. Can you ask him to reduce the intensity of the approach lights?
And it's Etihad 47 November, can you reduce the approach light intensity? Thanks.
Speed managed.
Checked.
Clear to land, 31 left, Etihad 47 November, sure.
1,000.
Autopilot off.
Checked.
Approach 1. Surface wind you said was?
3408.
Wind clear to land, right?
Wind 360 degrees, 7 knots.
3607.
Clear to land, right?
Yeah, firm.
Check.
Stable. Checked.
We reversed.
100 above.
Checked.
Minimum 200.
80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Spoilers. Reversers are green. Diesel.
Speed managed.
Checked.
Clear to land, 31 left, Etihad 47 November, مشكور.
1000.
Autopilot off.
Checked.
Approach 1.
Checked.
Surface wind you said was?
3408.
Wind clear to land, right?
Wind 360 degrees, 7 knots.
3607.
Stable.
Checked.
We reversed.
100 above.
Checked.
Minimum 200.
80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Spoilers. Reversers are green. Diesel. To follow the green, first left, clear right. Clear right عليكم.
23975 Etihad 47 November from Al-Lawaz. Assalamu alaikum, Etihad 47 November with you, vacating via Yakuza. Left and right. With the greens 305 Etihad 47 November.
So it's going to be straight ahead. 305 is slightly to the right.
Shot. And did you get the 5 minutes check?
Yeah, I started the timer once vacating, and PTV showed 1 minute, so we still require 3 more minutes.
On Echo A304.
I can see the markings. The view is available.
So welcome to Abu Dhabi. We hope you enjoyed the trip from Abu Dhabi to JFK and back here to Abu Dhabi with us. It was a pleasure having you on board our Airbus A350, and we hope to see you soon again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for Just Planes for doing this for us, and we really enjoyed having you on board. Well, happy viewing. All the best.
Thank you. See you soon. Thank you.